most of you have probably heard bits and pieces and rumors and grumblings about our service. We wanted to fill you in on some of the changes that are happening to make sure you can all be involved and informed. You've already seen a few of the changes we're thinking about, like begging you to help us buy new, more comfortable chairs, and rearranging the order of worship so that it makes the most sense for everyone. We're hoping for much bigger things to happen, but we'll need you to hang in there with us in the upcoming months while we prepare for the rebirth of the 1040 service at Webster Hills. You might also have heard that Webster Hills is trying something new this year and will be having a combined service in the sanctuary during each week of Advent. During this time, not only will we all have a chance to be in fellowship with our whole church and gain important connections that we don't always have the chance to discover, but also the time that we need to really focus on making ourselves into something new, different, and exciting. Our style of worship will be incorporated into the services in the sanctuary, so please join us over there as we become closer to our church family. Anyway, here's what's been going on that you may want to know about. The rebirth of the 1040 service at Webster Hills began with just a few people who were pretty involved with the behind-the-scenes parts of what happens each Sunday morning, coming together to discuss tweaking a few small things to make the worship service you see and experience more meaningful. We started by considering a new name and logo for the service to give us a clear direction to focus our time, talents, gifts, and service. So the first big announcement is to show you the basic idea for this. Beginning with the 4 p.m. Christmas Eve service, we will be known as 1040 Connection. The logo will look something like this, but will be cleaned up a little. In our conversations, we became really excited in exploring who our service can reach out to and what will be needed to really grow, both in numbers and in enthusiasm. Jan Blue became our leader, and it was agreed that we could organize ourselves as a subcommittee of the church's worship committee, which is chaired by Karen Kaiser, who regularly attends our meetings and has been very helpful and supportive. Then we invited Bob Farr, the director of the Center for Congregational Excellence for the Missouri Area Conference of the United Methodist Church, to come and give us his insight about the future of our 1040 service. He made a lot of suggestions, some good, some a little crazy, and a lot that made us think. So from all of this, we eventually came up with a list of 4 areas that we're intensely working on in the next few months to make the 1040 service the best it can be. These areas are themes, which includes the atmosphere in the room, like lighting, decorations, and making sure sermon topics are relevant to those attending this service. Hospitality, which is pretty self-explanatory, but encompasses greeters, ushers, and just generally making sure people are welcomed and comfortable. Music, which is also just as it sounds, but will make sure that the songs people want to sing are being played, and that they are also relevant. And children's programming, to assess and implement the needs of all the families who currently attend our service and those who will join us in the future. We really feel that of these, hospitality is the most important and the easiest for all of us to take part in. In order for the rebirth to work and to be worth the hard work, we need everyone to be willing to make all new visitors feel welcome and have a chance to be involved so that they can become connected to God and to our church. Whew, that's a lot of stuff to change, so we're really going to need your help. First of all, we're hoping to be able to purchase 100 new chairs, which are not only more comfortable, but also absorb sound much better than hard plastic. Thanks to those of you who have bought a chair for yourself and one for a visitor, and for those of you who haven't, why not? It's also in the works to repaint the gym, purchase new banners, and just spiff up the physical parts of the service. Of course, all of this takes money, and we're working on finding ways to raise this other than just begging. But if begging's necessary, we'll do that too. So please, 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 if you can, we'd love for you to buy a couple of chairs or donate a little bit of money. You can mark your offering envelope 1040 Rebirth. You can use online giving at www.websterhillsumc.org, or you can buy a chair right before or after this service. As always, your continued prayers and support are very much appreciated, as are your opinions, thoughts, and insights into what we're doing. Jan Blue or Brooke Linsenbart are more than happy to hear anything you have to say, and Pastors Scott and Sarah are both very involved in the rebirth process and will pass along anything to the people who need to know. Now that you know what's going on, the biggest thing to say is thank you. Thanks for your support, thanks for your ideas, and thanks for your prayers. We're having a great time planning, hoping, and discovering new ways to be in worship together, and hope you'll have as much fun as we are in the upcoming months.